Hi, my name is Lacey Cobanda, and I'm a Revelation Wellness Fitness instructor. I'm so glad that you chose to join me today. We are going to focus our heart on the Word of the Lord, on the Bible, His Scripture, while we move our bodies. And we're just going to let Him work in our hearts while we move our bodies and just hear from Him and what He wants to teach us today. So today we're going to be talking a lot about our thoughts, right? Where are our thoughts? Because our thoughts often determine our life, right? What we think about is what we eventually say, and it's what we eventually do. So it's really easy to get caught in our thoughts, whether we're thinking good thoughts or we're thinking bad thoughts, like comparison, or maybe you got an email or a text messages, and if your thoughts aren't in the right place, you can really take whatever was said in that message and just take it either down the road that the sender wasn't intending it to be, or you can read the best into it. But a lot of it it's determined by our thoughts. So where are our thoughts? So we are going to be in Romans 12:2, and it says, do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. So our thoughts really direct the path of our life, right? So if that's the case, then we got to be really intentional about what we're thinking about. So how do we do this? Like, what can alter our thoughts, right? What can alter our thoughts? And this says to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. So how do we renew our mind? It's by doing things like this, studying God's Word and letting Him tell you what He thinks. And how do we know that? It's through reading His Word and studying His Word. And also, so what's cool is it gives you different verses throughout the Bible, which are very similar in context or similar in topic. So on the topic of thoughts, we are also in Philippians 4, verse 8. It says, finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. And right before that, he talks about rejoicing always, to give thanks and to pray continually, to pray without ceasing, and to offer all of our requests to Him. So when we do that, when we think about such things, and when we are constantly rejoicing and thanking the Lord, like His peace, it says in verse 7 before that, it's His peace that's going to guard our hearts and our minds. So that's how we transform our thoughts. It's by focusing on something other than ourselves, focusing on the Lord, on His Word, on anything that's right, pure, lovely, a whole big list. That's how we're going to be transformed from the inside out. And so that's how God changes us, is from the inside out. Whatever goes in is often what comes out. So let's feed our minds with good things today. So what you're going to need is a set of weights if you have them. If not, grab anything that's heavy that you could lift, whether it's water bottles, laundry containers, anything like that. I've used bricks in the past, and that works too, but grab a set of weights, and if you're on a hard floor, you might want a mat. So how it's going to be set up, we're going to do all upper body and core today. So if you need to press pause and go warm up, I've kind of warmed up. I'm going for a walk. You can do some dynamic stretching, which is moving while you kind of stretch those muscles. So yeah, just push pause, go get warmed up, and then you can push play when you're ready to join me. So we're going to do 1 minute intervals broken up into 15-second intervals. So the last 15 seconds is your rest. All right, so let me start our music and we will get started. And again, thinking about our thoughts. Where are our thoughts? And our thoughts often determine what we're going to say and what we're going to do. So let's fix our hearts, our thoughts on the Lord above, and let Him move us in His love and in His grace. So let me set this down. I'll push play on our music and get our timer going. And go ahead and grab that set of weights. All right, grabbing your set of weights, we're going to start with bicep curls. So feet are about hip width apart, shoulders are rolled backwards. We're We're going to do a full bicep curl. I'm going to turn to the side. Ready, set, begin. 15 seconds. Full bicep curl. Good. There you go. It's just 15 seconds. 2, 1. Just come halfway down. Halfway down and up for 15 seconds. 10 more seconds here. Good. Turn the corners of your mouth up. Smile. Alright, as quick as you can, turn those palms towards each other and hammer curls. Like you're bringing the weights right up to your shoulders. Give them a little tap. 3, 2, 1, rest. 15-second rest. You can stay with those weights. I'm going to grab a little smaller weight. We're going to go to triceps extension. So weights overhead. Stagger your feet. Keeping those shoulders out of your ears. Begin. Drop those weights behind you. Keep breathing. Full extension here. Good. There you go. So what are you thinking about today? All right, one at a time. Bring it right in front of you. Start with the right arm. Or your left, I guess, if you're looking at me. Tuck that belly button in. 3, 2, 1. Other arm. You don't have to stagger your feet anymore. Just keep those weights in front. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. Rest. 15 seconds. So we're going to shoulders. Probably have many thoughts already today, right? Yeah, some good, maybe not so good. All right, weights up by your shoulders. Engage that core. Ready, begin. Full shoulder press. Bring it up and over. Keeping those shoulders on your back. You can take it as fast as you want. Maybe you're going quicker than me. Maybe you need to take it slower. That's all good. All right. Halfway. Halfway. Nice and slow. Yeah, 3 more seconds here. All right, pulse it at the bottom for 15 seconds. Good job. You're doing it. Good job. Keep going. Oh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Roll those shoulders out. With your palms facing your thighs, we're going to go to high rows for the first 15 seconds. Ready, set, begin. So lead with the elbows. Bring those weights up towards your shoulders, keeping your elbows high. Good, we're going to do high rows first. Then we're going to go low rows, and then renegade rows. 2, 1. Come on down. Row it up. Flat back, bent over. Pull those elbows up and behind. Squeeze the back. Good. Keep going. 2, 1. Put your left foot front. Take that right arm. And you just row it back. Our next round, we're going to work on our left side. Good job. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good job. All right. Woo. So what is something true that you can think about? Holding your weights out in front of you. Serve it out. Begin. 15 seconds. It's like you're serving a plate of cookies, plate of fruit, meat and crackers. 3, 2, 1. 90 degrees on the arms. Raise them to the side. Good. Side arm raises. Good job. 5 more seconds here. Good job. 2, 1. Take your left foot forward. Fly it back. Open up that chest. Good. Get a nice long break after this one. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Set those down. What's something true that you know that you can think about today? It is true that Jesus loves us. It's true that he came. It is true that he took our sin and hung on the cross for our punishment. That is true. And it's true that he rose again and he lives forevermore. Good. All right. That's round one. We're going to do round two. Starting back with those biceps. So grab your weight. You're still going to rest. You can still rest. What are some other things we can think about? The list goes on. Whatever is noble, what's honorable, what's right, what's pure. What is something pure you can think about? All right, grab your weights, shoulders back and down, full bicep curls for 15 seconds. Ready? Begin. Up, all the way, and down. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Only come down halfway, and then curl it back up. Down halfway, 90 degrees. On that elbow, come all the way up. 5 more seconds. 2, 1. All right, hammer it out as quick as you can. Good job. 5 seconds, you can do it, come on. We're doing it together, you're doing so good. 2, 1, rest. Grab the lighter weights we need for those triceps. Stagger your other foot forward this time. Take those weights up overhead. Shoulders down and out of your ears. Begin, just drop those weights behind, keeping those elbows as still as you can. Good job. We are transformed by the renewing of our mind. Starts from the inside and then out. All right. Bring that weight behind you this time. Starting with your right arm. Drop it behind. Good job. You got 3, 2, 1. Other side. Up. Drop it behind your head. Keeping that elbow as still as you're able. Tuck that belly button in toward your spine. 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest for 15. And we'll do shoulder press. You're doing so good. Go at your own pace. All right. Bring those weights up by your shoulders. Tuck those shoulders back. Keep them on your back. Begin. Full. So when you push up, really exhale. Good job. You got 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Halfway. Oh, they're burning out. Just do what you can. If you need, set your weights down. It still works. 2, 1. Pulse it out. Pulse it out. Pulse at the bottom. 10 seconds more. What is noble that you can think about? Honorable. 2, 1. Rest. Whew. Good. I bet they're burning. Mine are burning. You're doing so good. We're going to go back to our rows. We'll start in 5 seconds. High rows. Lead with those elbows. What is something lovely you can think about? Begin. If you have kids, our kids are lovely. They may not always act lovely because they're human, just like us. We don't act lovely, but they are lovely. What's something admirable in your mind? Oh, on to the low rows. I was just thinking about something admirable. We're going to have a switch. All right, start with the other foot out and row it back. Left side for me. 10 seconds here. Good job. Add the twist as you row it back. And rest. Good. What is excellent? What is something excellent that you can fix your thoughts on? As we go into these serving tray extensions. Think of something that's excellent. Begin. It's excellent when you see somebody and they give you a smile, right? It's we think about the health that we do have. 90 degrees on those arms. Side arm raise. Good job. 10 seconds. It's our last round. 5, 3, 2, 1. Reverse fly. Open it up. I think I was on that leg the first round. Good job. Open that chest. Throw those weights behind. 5, 2, 1. Rest. Good job. Grab a drink if you need. When you're done with those weights, or if you'd like more, you can repeat another round of that, or 2 rounds so you even out your sides. Good job. Grab your mat while you're resting. Spread your mat out there. If you're on a carpeted floor, that would be great. All right. We're going to do push-ups, same interval, 15, 15, 15, with a 15-second rest. So we're going to start with push-ups. And everyone, we're all going to start on our knees. Even if you're able to do push-ups on your toes, everyone's going to start on their knees for the first 15 seconds. So come on down. I'm going to turn this slightly so I can see our timer. All right, everybody's on their knees. Hands pointed out just a little bit. Go. 15 seconds. Everybody's on their knees. Good. The next 15 seconds, I invite you to your toes. However, you can stay on your knees. 15 seconds. Good job. 5, 2, 1. Come back to your knees. Down slow. Push up fast. Down slow. Push up fast. Good job. 4, 2, 1. Rest. Come on back. Stretch those arms out. Good. All right, hands and knees. We're going to do bird dogs. Ready? Begin. So you raise your opposite hand and opposite foot. Pretend there's a pot of hot coffee on your back. You don't want to spill it, so keep that back nice and straight. Full bird dogs here, then we're going to pulse it out. Holding your right side. Pulse it out for 15. Keep that back flat. Engage that core. 2, 1. Switch sides. So kind of kick through that heel. Just slowly raise or slightly raise that arm and that foot. Good job. You got 7 seconds. Good job. You can do it. You got 3, 2, 1. Rest. Fold your mat up if you need for extra padding. We're going to hold side planks for 15 seconds. Then a full plank. And then the other side. Begin when you're ready. Arm right underneath here. Under your shoulder. You can be on your knee. Just engage this side. Push the hips towards the ceiling. 2, 1. Full plank for 15. Good job. There you go. Shoulders out of your ears. Push through those heels. 2, 1. Other side. Other side. Begin when you're ready. You're doing a good job. Keep going. Hip toward the ceiling. One side might be easier than the other. It's okay. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good job. All right, let's do that round again. Push-ups. Starting with push-ups. Ready? Begin. Everyone on your knees. Good. Come on down. Really exhale. 1. Slow down. Quick up. Slow down. Quick up. Good job. Push through those fingertips. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Sit on down to child's pose. You're almost done. Bird dogs and planks. You're all done. All right. Alternating. Begin. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Hold it steady. Pause at the top for a second. 5, 2, 1. Hold this one and just pulse. Hold it and pulse. Keep your back as flat as you can. Good job. 5 more seconds now. Got ahead of us. And switch. Other side. 15. It's alright if it's getting harder to balance. You're working. You're doing good. You got 5. Keep going. 2, 1. Rest. Alright. Let's set up those planks and then you're all done for the day. Still good. Alright, on your side. Your shoulders are tired from our work. It's okay. Just do what you can. Ready? Begin. 15 seconds here. Good. Maybe you can look towards the ceiling. Fix your thoughts, right? On what's above. 2, 1. Full plank when you're ready. Come on up. Push through those heels. Shoulders down out of your ears. Good job. 5 more seconds. What is praiseworthy that you can think about now? All right, other side. Begin when you're there. Come on up. Good job. When life gets hard, it's harder to keep our thoughts fixed on Christ, right? 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. That's when we have to be extra intentional about where our thoughts are. We can focus on the storm, or we can focus on our Savior, our God, who's bigger than the storm. It's not saying that we're not in the midst of a storm, but it's saying we're not going to trust our feeble thoughts, the thoughts that our flesh wants to tell us. We're going to trust that, God, you are in control, and when I am yours, you call me yours, it's going to be okay. And that he will work it out in his plan and in his timing. We can have peace and we can have hope and joy and love, all in the midst of anything that's going on. Take your shoes off and get comfortable. We'll go into our stretching. So take your shoes off. Set them to the side. Turn our music down just a little bit. You did good work. Good. So sitting on your bottom or on your knees, just inhale. Take those arms up. Exhale. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Grab your hands at the top. Interlace those fingers. Push it against the ceiling. Drop your shoulders out of your ears. Exhale as you go to one side. Look up under that top arm. Kind of slide off your ankles. Inhale to the top. Other side. Good. Inhale to the top. Take your arms as wide as you can. Open that chest. Grab your fingers on your back. Turn to the side. Open up that chest as you look up. Good. Taking your arms wide. Give yourself a great big hug. Grab those shoulders. Separate your knees a little and roll forward. Round out that back. And come down as far as you need. You can rest your forehead on the mat. Just keep breathing. Slowly come on up. Good. Sitting nice and tall. Take your arms wide. Give yourself a hug with the other arm on top. And slowly roll forward. Round out that back. Bring the forehead toward the mat. Rest it on the mat if you're able. How quickly our thoughts can change. And as quickly as they can change from having a good thought to having a bad thought, they can change back to having another good thought. Take those fingers with one hand. You're going to pull them back. Extend through that wrist. Just stretch out your forearm there. Good. When we're going to change our thoughts, we have to give God full authority in our mind. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind, which is in Christ Jesus, right? Good. Release that. Just roll the wrist out and then switch sides. Switch hands. Push through that palm. Open up the forearms. Good. When our thoughts can be transformed and our lives can be transformed, we're going to say kind things. We're going to say pure things. We're going to speak with others in lovely ways, admirable ways. Take one arm across, pull that shoulder, and gaze the opposite way that your hand is going. Good. Slowly bring that hand up as high as you can. Exhale as you pull it behind you. Just look up. Isn't that how we fix our thoughts too, is where our eyes go. So if we're looking down at ourselves or at our circumstances, we're going to have downward thoughts. Switch your arms, take the other one across. Well, when we can fix our gaze on Christ, on God above, and our thoughts turn towards things that are praiseworthy, pure and lovely, noble and true. It's a daily, it's a moment by moment choice. Good, reach up, take it behind. In your hips, rest your upper body onto your thighs, reach forward, just rest your forehead to the mat. And while we rest here, just be in your thoughts. I'll just go quiet. Take an inventory of all that you're thinking. And while you sit in your thoughts, just ask, are these thoughts from above or are they from below? Are my thoughts, or what I'm thinking, pure? True, right, praiseworthy? Are my thoughts excellent? Are they lovely? Would I want other people to know my thoughts? confess. Just ask for Christ to come and renew our minds, to transform us from the inside out. Inhale as you come up and walk your hands to one side. Exhale as you fold down towards the mat. God, just search our hearts. Reveal our thoughts to us. Inhale as you walk all the way over to the other side. Exhale when you get to that side. Sink down into the mat. And Jesus, would you renew our thoughts? Would you transform our thoughts? Give us hearts and minds to think and see and believe as you do. Inhale as you come back to the center. Just rest here. Or any position that you want to rest in as we close. Take a big, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Just open up your heart, your hands and your mind to Him. Jesus, we praise you and thank you that you know all our thoughts and they don't scare you away. But you want to come and renew our thoughts, to transform us from the inside out. And doing that by renewing our minds. God, when we have those thoughts that are not pure, they're not lovely, they're not ones that we would even want to share with other people, we just confess those to you. We just pray that you would replace those thoughts with thoughts of you. Thoughts of who you have made us to be. You have called us your children. Help us to remember that and think upon that and rejoice in that. Your thoughts towards us are kind. You desire us to live in your truth and to follow in your ways. So God, alter our thoughts so that we see as you see and we feel as you do, and we can see others the way you see them, Lord. And when words are either spoken or written to us, Lord, that we wouldn't filter them through our lens, but filter them through you. And whether they're kind things that are said to us or not, whether we feel joy and hope or feel disappointment, Lord, just turn our thoughts quicker towards you. And I thank you and I praise you that when we can rejoice in you, we can give you thanks, and we can present all the requests on our hearts, all the burdens that we have, we can lift them up to you with praise and thanksgiving. That you promise to give us your peace. Your peace guides us. Your peace guards our hearts and our minds in you, Jesus. And because of that, then we can have pure thoughts. Then we can have right thoughts and true thoughts. Thoughts about noble things. Things that are praiseworthy, lovely and pure. God, have all of our thoughts today and just change us from the inside out. For God, it's our thoughts that direct our lives. So So come in, have more and more of us, Lord. May you increase and may we decrease. Just thank you for making us yours and renewing us day by day. So today as we go out, may our thoughts be true and noble. May they be about excellent and praiseworthy things. May they be pure and lovely. God, may our thoughts be admirable and right. And when they're not, draw us back, Lord. Continue to renew us day by day. Thank you that you change us from the inside out. Thank you for these bodies you've given us. Thank you for that they can move and can enjoy this time together. God, we love you and we praise you and give you all the glory. It's in your all powerful name that we pray, Jesus. Amen. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a blessed day. And just enjoy living in the grace and the mercy that he's given us. And just go and be you, the free and wonderful you that God has made you to be, all because of the work that he's doing in and through you. Hope you have a blessed day.